So, okay, it's that time again. It is time for random Steam keys, 10 random Steam keys, and for $1, let's see what we get. So let's get started. Let's have a look at recent, pull it up to the top. There we go, I put the game in, where is it? These are the ones we got last month. And look, there's one of the ones we can already see. That is one which is already in the list. So, this game I'm going to give away at the end. Just leave a comment. You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe. It'd be helpful if you did, but if you leave a comment, then I may message you with the game. I'll just message you the code and the name of the game. So let's put the first one in. This is Particle Mace. Not one I've had before. So let's go ahead and enter the code. Sorry, this is taking so long. To tell you the truth, I'm actually doing this voiceover afterwards because I, when like an idiot, forgot to check my microphone and it wasn't working. So here comes Particle Mace. And I'll pretend like this is the first time I've seen this video. Obviously I failed to see that the game was actually there. Now looking back, I can see it, and this video footage makes me look. There it is. See, because it's all in capitals and looks like a title. I'm gonna spot it at some. There we go. I spot it eventually. God, it looks dumb when you watch yourself back, doesn't it? This is like me looking at me. I'm doing commentary on my own commentary. So I thought about installing the game and then I changed my mind. It looks pretty cool. This is actually one of the better games I've had. Haven't installed it yet, but watching the video, it doesn't look too bad. Pretty cool looking. And sound wasn't too bad, and it's got a retro feel to it. An Asteroid style. You know, that kind of 80s hip-to-be vibe graphics, but with some vector and some high-speed processing going on. Not a bad choice at all. Not a bad choice. Not disappointed by this one. Boom, boom. Kapow. 70, 80, 90. There we go. Particle Mace. Now, I think I'm going to go back and add the next game. Wow. Next one is Sins of the Demon. I can't actually remember what this game was about. I'm thinking RGP Maker... No! Sins of the Fathers. No, that's a random game I've clicked on there. That is not the game I'm about to add. That's actually a pretty good game. Sins of the Demon. Come on, RPG Maker Pro. Yes, you know it. Well, you get a lot of these when doing 10 Steam keys for $1, but then, you know, it has a girl with large thingies. Yep, there. First thing I spotted on the page. These apparently are the 7 deadly sins, as you can see. Wrath, I imagine she is last. Yep, last. A world overcome by evil, 7 Divly's lords rule, only one hero exists. His trusted ally, which appears to be a cat. Pretty standard stock stuff, JRPG style, RPG Maker, fantastic. Moving on. Now the next game is actually called Waveform. Pretty good looking game. I would say one of the few games I've seen on here which is an original concept. Bit like Particle Mace back there. Really kicking myself for not recording the audio first time. That's why. Now it's not quiet, now I've got to put up with background noise. Okay, what do we have here? See, you can extend the waves in both directions. Looks pretty cool, and yeah, it works okay. I mean, there's nothing really that can go wrong. Guess it gets more complicated as time goes by. You got different dimensional objects interfering with it. You got stretches back and forth. The whole thing looks pretty cool. So that's an interesting game. Doesn't look too bad. It might have, you know, it's got some original concepts. Might be worth a look at. I'm not entirely sure if I'll ever play it, to be honest. Moving on. The next game is called Laboria RPG. Now, this is the one obviously we already have the key for, so we'll move on to the game after that, which we called Intergalactic Bubbles. So I should have the key for Intergalactic Bubbles by now. Just one now. There we go. Oh yeah, quick look at the Levy RPG. As you can see, it's pretty standard stuff. We're completely aware of what this is. It's not a bad one. If you get a copy of it, comment below, comment below. Anyway, that's enough of that rubbish. So the video and the movie are out by 10 seconds. So let's pause the thing for 10 seconds while we have a look at the next game which is coming up, and which hopefully will be a good one. And one more second. There we are. There, that's better. Perfect, we're back in alignment. Can't believe I'm doing that live. I'll have to edit that out later. Intergalactic Bubbles. This is the next game. This is kind of like Bubble Puzzle or Bubble Witch Saga or some other crap like that. As you can see, the bubbles come down the screen and bing, you hit into them, and bing, they break up. And realistically, I don't think there's much more we can say about this. It is just a clone of all of these other games, apart from it has a interactive 3D ability to pop bubbles over the top of other bubbles. It has some stupid names of nebulas, and you've got to work through different nebulas to get different skills and abilities and multicolored balls, but let's face it, it is the same old game just in 3D. And doing something in 3D does not make it better. Sometimes it makes it worse. This could be one of those times. I will play it and review it and let you guys know. Judging by the quality of the graphics, I imagine they haven't done an amazing job because it's awkward, too close, and I don't know if it's supposed to give you a sense of foreboding, but it certainly looks like they didn't spend much time on the graphics. But I would say it's a slightly better game than having another RPG clone. So the next one after this is Morpholis. Well, it looks like Metamorphosis, but it's Morphomorphosis, which is like changing to changing. Not, well, meta is form changing, so something is meta, it's of a form, and morphosis, metamorphosis is to change form, so Morphomorphosis. It really does look like the Yellow Submarine animation, like someone has taken the animation from the Yellow Submarine and turned it into a game. It's really quite beautiful. Just relatively disturbing. The music did scare the crap out of me because I immediately assumed it would be copyrighted because of the quality of the game, and pretty much guarantee it is, because although this game looks bad, this has more artwork on it than the rest of these games put together. Somebody spent more time drawing this than probably the other games. Next. Oh my god, what is it going to be? I already know, it's called Gun Rocket. See, out of all those games that had no testosterone, this one's going to have some testosterone. Gun Rocket. I mean, it sounds so amazing, but what do you actually get? You get something that looks like somebody put asteroids in a box. Yep, asteroids in a box. Asteroids in a box. Asteroids. Does it remind you of asteroids? Yes. What happens if you hit the purple bits? You die. What happens if you hit the orange bits? You bounce off. What happens if you hit the spinny part? You get to the next zone. Asteroids in a box. Gun Rocket. Gun Rocket. I mean, it could have been so much better. Gun Rocket could have been so much better. Okay, Gun Rocket looks like it'd be interesting. Let's put it this way. It is still better than anything made in RPG Maker Pro. That's the bar. Talking about things made in RPG Maker Pro, Grey Fox is going to be made in RPG Maker Pro, correct? Yay, there we go. So what I'm going to say is I'm actually going to cut the video short, and so I'm going to hum for the rest of this bit. That's even the same character as from the other game. Look at it. Got no worry about putting the music up because it would be copyright free music, because if somebody can't even be bothered to pay for their characters, there is no way they're using copyrighted music. Uncover its mysteries. I'm sure that you're a child and you start off with some miraculous power, and all of a sudden you become the world's greatest and most powerful whatever, and you have to kill the world's most greatest and powerful whatever antagonist. How does it feel? Oh my god, was she giving him cannabis? Inspired by Final Fantasy III, it appears to be some sort of tale of a little blonde boy who's getting seduced by an old woman who smokes. Maybe Grey Fox needs... Grey Fox? No, the town's called Grey Fox. You already own that product. This is the second one, Storm of Spears. So, 2 of you are going to win in the comments. See, look at the suspense, the suspense, the suspense, the suspense. There's now 2 of you going to win in the comments. If anyone comments at all. And here comes the last game. And actually, the last one turned out to be amazing. I'm going to spend some time looking for Storm of Spears, show you guys what it looks like, and it's an RPG Maker Pro. What? What? Really? Yep, no surprise, it's RPG Maker Pro. You're not really shocked, are you? I'm not shocked. Why would I be? Half of these games so far have turned out to be RPG Maker Pro. I've done 3 shows, and in one show there were no RPG Maker Pros, or maybe one RPG Maker Pro. But, you know, in that one, there was only one, I still have half the games RPG Maker Pro. It might not even be called RPG Maker Pro. I'm just so bored of saying RPG Maker. I think it's because I bought the Pro Edition. Anyway, this last game is actually amazing. This is ending on a high note. Check this shit out. And here we go. See no evil. There is 1 minute 45 left of this video, and it is going to be amazing. This game looks incredible. I'm going to enjoy playing and reviewing this one. Apart from saying see no evil, the entire game is based around graphics. But it would appear that your character puts out sound. And every sound makes a circle. And sometimes sounds reverberates off of things. Like boing, 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 boing. And you can see, but obviously I don't know if your character can. But your character can make these screamer guys walk places. See, they have no eyes. They obviously hear by echolocation. I'm not sure entirely what's going on, but it's going to be interesting finding out. It looks relatively simple, but the tile set is pretty beautiful and there's some constructive ideas there. It appears to be a puzzle, I would say 2.5D rather than 3D. Gonna be honest there. As in, the game is presented in 3D, but the gameplay itself is relatively two-dimensional with a third dimension aspect, like different levels occasionally. AKA Doom. Doom is a game presented in 3D which is played on a 2D plane. This is a game played on a 2D plane that is presented in 3D as well. Anyway, that's the end of the video. See no evil. Please leave a comment for the prizes. You know what they are.